Good morning and welcome to another morning walk series where I take a camera and a lens and go for a walk to see what I can photograph. Today I got my OM-1 Mark II and the M.Zuiko 60mm macro. Now, to be honest, I got the 60mm macro last year, but it wasn't until this year when I invested in a flash and a diffuser that the macro bug really hit me, and it just opened up a completely new world, and it became so much easier to get sharp and well-lit images. So I've also brought with me the Olympus FL-900 flash and a diffuser to attach on it. That's a nice little lock on here so it doesn't come off. My diffuser. So the way it works is a rubber band around the flash here, two little outie bits here, goes in under. Probably done that one first, but there's a little button here, magnetic, really handy. And here got this adapter with it, so that creates a little lip on the outside of the lens so that I can kind of sit behind and then tighten the strap. Alright, there we go. The whole idea now is that the flash sits behind this and this kind of spreads the light out and we get nicer, softer light on the subject. There are two spiders sitting on this fern. I'm new with using flash, so I'm photographing with TTL, an automatic setting, so it gets my exposure. But I've set it to -1, kind of like the exposure compensation, because I'm actually getting some light from the sun on the spiders, and I'm trying to line it with some gaps in the trees up here, so I'm getting these slightly brighter openings in the background. And I've set it to f10 or f9 actually, to get that depth of field sharpness throughout. They've moved, so now it's actually one. I'm going to try for a little bit more and see if I can get them both in again. It's really, really fun. I'm photographing under the fern. Obviously the fern has all these spores underneath, and it looks really cool because they got the same color and a bit of the texture as the spider does. See if I can get the very end of the fern in and the spider. Not quite macro anymore, but just a shot that I really like. This is just so much fun. I mean, there's just a whole world of these undergrowth creatures that are all around, and mostly I've just been ignoring them. It's crazy, you know, relatively, these creatures are massive when you think about when life started, single-cell organisms. But of course, we humans are giant. And these spiders, they're actually quite a significant size relatively as well. Can you imagine being something smaller than them and having this thing crawl around trying to catch you, or actually spinning traps to catch you? It's absolutely amazing. Grey-lag geese, I think, flying over. Coming into autumn, migration of the geese started. Amazing time of year. Oop. I think the only thing that I have to get used to by having this diffuser on is that, you know, some areas like here, I can't get into places like that because this thing here just gets in the way. So that's what I quite like, things that are on tree trunks, because then I can go sideways with it, and I can get really close if things are on the tree trunk. Ah, look at this cool tree. So here, I got a slug just on here that I'm trying to photograph. So I'm just using my screen in the back to look at, and I am focusing with one focus point in the middle. And I'm trying to get the head sharp. I mean, the great thing about the 60mm lens, so you look at the back here, I got these dials, and basically where I tend to have it, it's 0.19, so 19 centimeters to 40 centimeters. That means that it won't focus on anything further away than 40 centimeters. Then I would have to put it down to 19 to infinity or 40 centimeters to infinity. But having it up here is usually where I have it, because I'm really close, and then when I want to focus 1:1, it means that I put basically the focus into the minimum focus distance. I flick that forwards. And it's a good idea to just get used to the feel of holding that, because you don't want to be looking around when you're actually photographing something. You just want to have the finger there and then flick it back. And then I just use this back and forth. I can see the sharpness of the back of the camera, and also I have peaking set up so that as soon as I do that, peaking is automatically activated, but it doesn't stay on for too long. So I've also set up the ISO button on the back here to be peaking. So when I press that, the peaking comes back up. It's easier for me to see what's sharp. I do have a course in the OM system for wildlife photography, kind of nature photography in general. I'll go through all the settings on my camera, how I set it up, how I get the best out of the OM system for wildlife photography. If you don't want to purchase a course or anything, I also have a free monthly newsletter with kind of stories from the field, tips and lessons that I've learned along the way. So I'll put links to both in the description below. The more I look, the more I see. It's just incredible how much there is. You know, you just don't get your eye in by just walking past. You have to actually just start looking, searching one by one leaf almost, and then all of a sudden you see just more and more, and it just opens up. Because a lot of these are adapted to be hidden. You know, they're adapted to look like what they're on, so they're very tricky to see sometimes. Look at that thing. It doesn't even look like an animal at first. It looks like a little twig or something like that that's just stuck on the leaf. But just seeing it move across from leaf to leaf is just unbelievable. Be sure to check out the other morning walks that I've been doing. I've also had videos where I've taken out my OM-1 Mark II with the 150 to 400, just gone for a walk, and also the original OM-1 with the 100 to 400. And I'll be making more of these videos, and I'll make them into a playlist if you want to check them out. And yeah, give me some suggestions if there's any gear that you want me to do a video on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.